Curav Mila Mahagut, Jesse Grasha, thank you for joining me here at my beautiful estate, Blake Manor. I hope you enjoy the ambiance.
Yeah, thank you for having me. What did you just say, though?
I just said thank you. My terrible Irish has some, for the first time in a while, has come in a little bit handy while playing this game, because this game is set in Ireland, and I don't want to bury the lead. Jesse, this might be my favorite game of 2025 so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think I agree with you on that one. It's a great detective game. It's a good little sort of puzzle them up, but learning it through talking to people, which I think we're going to do here at Blake Manor.
This game has so many systems in it, and also it is entirely like a story mystery game. So I've tried to pick just a random part in the first day that has nothing that's going to be particularly spoilery. But as you're going to see, this is a goddamn video game. Look at this. Mysteries.
Whoa.
Things connecting.
The tree is so big.
To other things. Look, it keeps going. Keeps going.
Goodness.
Spoilers everywhere, probably. The trail. We're going to do the trail in a second. It's got a timetable, so I can see where everyone in the house is. It's got maps. Look at the maps. I can tell where all these little Irish and English fuckers
This
are.
one needs a red key.
There's a Brazilian, and it's great. There's a whole bunch of people. You're basically a private investigator who's come to this house, late 19th century in Ireland. It's a big, dirty house built by Oliver Cromwell's blood money or something. And these people are doing a seance in like 2 days' time. That's why I see at the top it says like the day and the time. And basically you're here to like save everyone. And I don't want to get any more particular than that. You've been brought here for a specific reason, because one person has gone missing and her dad wants you to help him find her. But then when you get here, there's all this supernatural McGubbins going on, and there's all these people, and you talk to them, and then they tell you like topics, and you can get sigils like Ashling. That's my sister's name. It means dream in Irish. There's all this stuff, and you can basically, you're just doing a lot of breaking into people's rooms and talking to them. Let's talk to this guy. Master Doyle.
Hello again, sir.
He's the porter. When you first meet these people, you can like scan them for like, here's some interesting things about them. And then when you're actually having a chat, you can ask them about those things. But do you see this little clock here,
I did notice
Jesse?
at the top of the screen, it's been 12:43 for a couple of minutes.
It has. That's because every time you do certain actions, not walking around or stuff like that, but like looking at items in a room, for instance, or asking a question, it ticks forward 1 minute. And I absolutely adore this mechanic. It's so good at like forcing you to not like, look at every single thing in every single room all the time. To focus your sort of your investigation somewhat. Because there are certain things happening on the timetable at certain times. And there are like, you can fail the game by like not doing something by a certain time a lot of times as well.
Right.
Which I think is pretty cool. What should I ask? I can ask this guy about anything. I can ask him about
You ask him about literally anything.
the manor, his timetable. These are the ones I've already asked about with the eye on them. I can ask him about St. Bridget's crosses.
Yeah, I'd love to know more about that.
Yeah, my gran used to have these up in her house.
Okay.
So there's voice acting when you first talk to people, but then there isn't when you get into talking to them.
Wow, they don't voice every useless item you could talk to them about?
Yeah,
What
there's like millions of lines of dialogue, I guess. Oh, he's saying Mrs. Joyce would know more about that. All right.
Okay, well that's good. Now you can go talk to Mrs. Joyce about those.
Yeah, this guy's a useless bastard anyway, so let's just like leave him alone.
All right.
Let's go into the house and try and avoid spoilers as much as we can.
Oh, good luck. Yeah. Just blur the whole screen.
Exactly. So this game does a really good job. By the way, Halloween turnips. Check them out.
Are you home again? Are you at home?
Well, we don't actually do turnips anymore either. Now it's all pumpkins. But before America turned it into pumpkins because they don't have turnips, I realized America doesn't have turnips the first week I arrived in America, and I tried to go to the shop to buy turnips and parsnips, and they were like, "What the fuck are parsnips?"
What is a turnip? Yeah.
Exactly. So there's a lot of mechanics in this game. This game, I think, does a fantastic job of introducing them. How have you felt about that, Jesse? Because I've played like 8-9 hours. You've played like 6 hours, something like that.
Yeah, I played a little bit less than you. I think like you're totally right. There's so much going on here. There's so many different systems that you need to be considerate of, but I never feel overwhelmed. I think that's the greatest success they've pulled off here is like giving you not just a million gameplay things to be considerate of, but also narrative threads that are weaved together, and it's never overwhelming. It's like they give you just enough and they leave it to the side, but like they'll reference it or they'll mention something and you're like, wait, 6 hours ago they said this thing. Do I need to go look into that? And then you're on a totally new path. It is so well done. I think it's the highlight of the game for me is the way that it's presented.
It's crazy how like I don't think this is a particularly difficult game in terms of its like narrative puzzles. It reminds me a little bit of like Return of the Obra Dinn, where it's like there's not that much friction there, but it's just the intrigue is what's pulling me forward, and sort of as long as I never got hung up in that game, and I never get hung up in this game. There's always something to do, especially when you check out the timetable, you can see where people are and all that. But most of the time you're talking to people or you're looking at items. So if you hit the spacebar, I played this on controller too. It works perfectly well on controller. I played the first few hours on controller. It'll highlight things that you can basically interact with.
It's got Batman vision. It's Arkham vision.
Blake vision. Irish vision.
What's over here? Can all Irish people do this? Is this like a default
vision.
skill you guys have?
Yeah, we can also look through people's clothes. So.
Oh, all right. Well,
that's why. If you ever see me lingering at you from across the room, Jesse, you know why.
Should have kept that one to yourself, man. I got some HR complaints to file.
Okay, you can have them on my desk by tomorrow morning.
Oh shit! Right.
So if you've already looked at something, it doesn't cost you anything. But like I haven't looked at this deer skull yet, so it's going to cost me a minute to do it.
Right.
And so like that's an example of something you don't really need to look at. So at the start I was looking at everything, and then after a while I was like, oh, I need to like, time is money, man. I need to, chill out here with all my investigating, because you can really waste a lot of time checking out sick portraits of this. Look at this. Look at this guy.
I want to look like that when I grow up. Oh, dude, Edward Blake. Hell yeah.
Look at his lot of downlighting on his eyes there.
Yeah.
Very, very scary. Oh, we can eavesdrop. There's some people chatting. Let's eavesdrop.
Yeah, listen in. Yeah.
What do you make of this then, sir?
I was rather hoping you might be able to tell me.
I've not the faintest. But I noticed that it's finally gone down.
Mysterious green swamp
tube
monster. Yeah.
Sir.
That's where they
Swamp
put
machine,
the Mountain
sorry.
Dew.
Exactly.
I wonder what caused
It's where the Baja Blast is. So you can listen in on things, you can talk to people. I haven't analyzed this guy apparently on this old ass save game, so I can have a look at some of the things.
Oh, Dusty.
Yeah, they usually tell you something interesting about him. Like this guy likes to. He's got a blue penis and he likes to chat.
Oh my god! No,
I don't know. I'm not an investigator. And then all observations discovered. Game does a really good job of just like passing you along, keeping you going if you need to. And then you can chat to folks. And every time you do, see this little thing on the side? It's adding little notes to your like investigation.
to your red twine board in your brain.
Yeah, which honestly I am bamboozled as to why I am not more like confused by it. Like it does such a good job of making all the information readily available. Like for this is just him telling me a schedule. So I'm going to skip all this and I'll just add it to my timetable now. So if I go into timetable, find him.
This is
Here he
it's like a detective game made for adults with jobs and responsibilities.
Oh my god.
It's so nice.
I'll play 10 more of these. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
You know when Obra Dinn came out and you were like, that was fantastic, do another one. But you're like, Lucas Pope is not going to do another one. He's going to go away for 10 years and make a game about like, I don't know.
He's going to make a weirdo game for the play date and like no one's going to know about it. Yeah.
You knew that was going to happen. But like that's that's sort of the promise of something like this is like, oh, it's super, oh, it's askew.
Oh, you gotta spend 5 minutes straightening it out. You gotta get the laser level. You gotta, oh man, so much work.
So this is part of my current mystery, which is the trail, which is this person I'm looking for left a trail through the manor, and sort of, I will say, I found this one kind of a little bit funny because almost like sort of Laurel and Hardy style, she hits like every painting and chair on the way out of this place while she's doing
Oh
it.
my god.
So you're like, oh, this chair got knocked off balance. Could she have done this? I'm following the pattern. No, there's a... She really hit this one. So this is one of the easier puzzles. This isn't even a puzzle. This is just the game telling you where to go next, really. So I don't feel too bad about spoiling this. Look
Yeah,
at
you're not
that.
going to ruin the puzzle for people. That's good. Good call.
People ask me why I moved to America, and I think
Is this what it's like all the time?
it's my favorite thing about this game is everyone who's not from Ireland in this game is complaining about how damp and cold it is, which is basically my wife whenever we go home at Christmas. So, yeah, it's if you're not used to the cold, like I walk around California with in shorts and a t-shirt basically all year long because I grew up in Ireland and it's just wet. It's never that cold. It's never cold, but it's always wet. It's always damp.
Right. That was a thing I was thinking I was maybe being like an ignorant North American person about, because I was like, this game is so creepy and I love the mythology and how weird it is.
Yeah,
Is
look,
did they get
here's
that
a
for
fucking
free?
druid.
Yeah, dude, this guy popped up. I was losing my mind. Are there people just walking around like this?
No, we don't really have druids. I mean, there are druids. There are druidic people and stuff, but like, I've never seen a guy walking around with this fucking big staff. And look at his belt. Look at his dirty
Look at his
belt. He's got
girdle.
on. Love it. Look, Mr. O'Finn. So I can ask him about that stuff. One of my favorite things, actually, if you ask him about the crown, you call it a crown, and he basically gives out to you for being from Dublin because he says you're saying English words. Here it is. So if I ask him about this, that's an unusual crown you wear. Crown, that's the pale speaking in you, lad. It's a circlet. This is not a Disco Elysium reference. The
Is that
pale
just
is
like
basically...
what you call them? Yeah.
The Pale is basically what people call the area, like Dublin and the surrounding area. It was basically
okay.
an area in the past that was owned by, at a certain point, a lot of the land went back to the Irish, but the English were sort of all in that area. So I found that
That's
pretty
so cool that's just included in there, and like you
It's-
only get it if you are from Ireland.
100%, and there's loads of little cool little bits like that. So I think I'm enjoying it a little bit more than most people would because of that, but I genuinely, just on a mechanic, I was up till 2 a.m. last night playing this game. I could not stop playing it.
To your point, though, I don't know anything about Irish culture, or I feel like I should have got some of it through osmosis, but I haven't yet. And I'm like, I'm playing this game and I'm constantly like, oh, this is really interesting. I'm like Googling things, I'm reading Wikipedia pages. Like, I'm so fascinated by the culture in this that I don't understand. So even if you don't know anything about Irish culture, I feel like there's enough here to inspire a little research.
Yeah, I think. I forgot I have to go in there. Yeah. It reminds me again of playing game. We talked about it, right? You were playing. What was that game? The Brazilian.
Hellclock. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Similar thing where you play a game that Disco Elysium. I felt this with, even though that's like a fictional world. But there was a game I played recently that did that same thing where I just felt like, I need to learn about this. A slipper. I have to learn about this. This place, and
Yeah,
it is
that's
interesting.
Frank's whole thing too, right? It's like learning more about Japan.
Yeah, totally. I need to do this so he visits Ireland more often.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
What's over here? Oh, a key. Maybe some sort of locker key. I could keep following these footprints.
This person's got great arches.
So
Alright.
you might be doing. Was that something there? Spooky things happen in this game as well, which is
Yeah.
which is interesting. I'm not sure if I want to get to the end of this actually. 'Cause
There
I
have
think-
been some jump scares I've noticed in my playtime.
Oh yeah.
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 I don't get down with those, but they're not like the
people.
worst thing ever. It's not like you're gonna get completely blasted out of your mind and just have to turn the game off. But it's
I'm gonna talk to this lady. She's hanging out here.
yeah.
Signor Ward.
She's wearing a
This
circlet.
is the lady who's gonna do the seance. I guess medium,
name.
would you call her? Something like that?
That sounds right.
The same Carmela Mantovani who is hosting
I'm more of a
tomorrow
large
evening's
myself.
Seance.
The sight.
Thank you.
Double XL. They don't sell
Flatter
those
my
in Europe.
abilities, Signor. I am something of the...
So
Another
a lot of
example.
these crucial scenes are
think
fully
perhaps-
voiced. I love the art style, by the way. This
It's so good. This
cell
like Mike
shaded.
Mignola, like
Do not recognize me
like
on my
Hellboy
name.
almost kind of look to it.
Yeah, great use of black, just pure black,
harsh
used.
shadows.
Yeah, shadows.
Perhaps with
There's a scene later on where it's like a sort of a masked ball you go to, and the amount of work that they put in
Come closer,
to
then. See-
creating like costumes for people. Like the amount of art in this game is really impressive too.
Very.
Which I've really appreciated. And like there's some mystical stuff that happens, and that's like
A
has a
three-card
very
spread,
different visual
Senor.
look, color wise to these parts, and that stuff
One
looks awesome
card for
too.
your past.
Ever gotten your cards
The
done,
three
My
Jesse?
tarot cards? I have not.
Me neither.
Over the
Really?
intellectual
Yeah.
realm.
I feel like you
Love,
would.
Perhaps?
I think this is more of like a Eastern Europe.
Grief.
Surely
Like-
your
like-
cards can tell you which.
Well, Carmela here's
Central
not
Europe
Irish either,
thing.
right?
Nah, she's
So-
don't know where she's from.
Makes sense.
Probably should know. Probably should.
My wife had it
investigate her
done,
more.
and it was all positive stuff, which was nice.
The tower.
They didn't say you're gonna.
Your
Win the
husband's
lottery
going
tomorrow
to
and die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
As you
Nothing
can
good
see,
except for the one good thing you wanted, and then a bunch of tragedies.
Oh,
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 oh, the wind.
the wind.
oh, so it's just Ireland, Miss Mantovan. Don't worry, it happens all the time.
Everything means
It's
something,
not.
Senor.
It's not a. It's not a sign. It's not an omen.
She's like, oh, it's raining. That must mean no. It does. It does this every 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
I'll have all yours
Don't worry about
away.
it. I see you've been drinking alcohol. No, don't, it's
No, no,
don't
that's
worry.
just.
It's fine.
It comes out of the faucet. What do you want
Yeah,
me to do?
exactly. Every weekend since
It
I'm
means
6. So, don't worry about it.
Senor.
Jesus.
So it's cool when you're playing these. It's unlocking stuff in your little in your investigation menus.
She wears a
Look
lot of
at
makeup.
her.
Oh, sunken eyes. All right.
It's because she's freezing being out here in the.
Yeah, that's unfair.
Yeah,
Her
it's
hands are
cold.
shaking. She has shaky hands, brother. It's like -8
Let's
degrees
ask her about
Celsius
the shaky
outside.
hands. I've been. Oh, she's sick, is she? I should. Ah, you're right. Of course, I should be wearing my shawl. Yeah, no shit. You're like, look at the, like.
The wind is flowing. You can see it. It's got
Uh-oh.
lines.
Discuss evidence. Look, I ran out of time because the next hour. So
Oh.
every hour, the chessboard pieces move. Everyone goes to their next
Of course.
spot. So you're gonna
Colonel
get a little bit
Mustard goes to the attic, and then
of... Exactly.
they all go. It's a little. This is a very clue-coded game.
Yeah, and look, lunch is on now in the dining room. I can go to if I want. You can be late for it too. Like I think lunch closes 30 minutes after the hour. There's a drawing room where they have like discussions about various, because everyone's here for the seance and they're all magic-y kind of people. So they all, come and do their talks and stuff.
Right.
And you can get information out of those, but honestly, sometimes you don't get that much from them. Like it's really interesting. I'm fascinated to play this a second time. It feels like a game I can fail. It feels like I failed a bunch of times already. I got caught going into someone's room because I forgot to listen, and the guy was like, "I'm telling the management," and they kicked me out of Blake Manor, and it was like, there was 30 hours left to the seance, and you saved 2 people from going to it, and that was it.
Yeah, first time that pops up, it's such a revelation of what kind of game you're playing. Like, it's
Yes.
not just a straightforward linear narrative thing. It's like, oh no, this is the sort of thing where there are fail states, and you have to be prepared for that. Ooh, eavesdrop time.
Focus, child.
Look at this
Okay.
fucking priest.
I am.
A master key.
Come on, father.
Surely the staff has one for the bedrooms.
No.
This
we have 5
this
different ones.
father's been smoking.
Hunters is in the
He's been
stable,
blowing cotton
mine-
out of his vape for about 20 years.
Those strange
Listen to his
ones.
poor voice.
He's got the holy water cartridge.
So I will say as well, it probably goes without saying because I haven't mentioned it. The writing's really good, and the voice acting is really good, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't talk over it when you're playing. You should actually pay attention.
I'm sorry, Seamus. I'll find you later should you have another.
Also, really appreciating lots of pronunciations of words that I wouldn't have known.
Like
Milicians, I've been calling Milshawns for years. Kind of as a joke because Milshawn is Irish for like candy, but yeah, I never knew how to pronounce that word.
Hello again, sir. You here?
I am here for the meal.
Certainly, sir.
Cheers, boss. So the dining room is like a sort of it's like a preset thing, I think. At certain times, they'll sit you down with different people.
Care to join us, sir?
Look at this
If
interesting
you don't
collective.
mind me speaking for.
That's
No,
a big
it's all
dude.
right.
He's got the whole butter
Maybe
just
you
right
know
there. It's the big
something
block.
about Miss Hisham's
Yeah, we love
friend.
butter.
Yeah.
It
does make it
I thought I had like a cracker on my plate.
Oh yeah, just one wafer. I'm trying to watch my figure.
So it's going to take me 21 minutes to chat to these
Ah, okay.
lousy ones.
Yeah, okay. Now,
Miss Hisham? Hisham,
is
sorry.
your friend?
Miss Dean.
I think she's Egyptian.
Have you met her?
She's definitely
Okay.
Persian.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
from
Miss
that part of
Hisham.
the world.
You've got Commissioner Gordon to your left.
Mr. O'Mara,
I think she's Sunni Muslim.
Sorry.
You learn all
sorry.
these details about people,
Yes,
about
I
their
know,
like
Miss
faith
Dean.
and their
We have
location and
history.
who they knew. This guy, for instance, knew Miss Dean, who's the lady who's gone missing, who I'm looking for.
But that didn't
Maybe
pop into
she
your
sent you down here to make fun of my
information. You must have already known
existence.
that.
I don't know. Maybe I did already know that.
about her?
Sometimes it happens
you.
right at the end.
I was meant to meet her yesterday,
well.
but I haven't seen her. And I asked this.
But it's great. You basically
That doesn't
like,
seem
it's
correct.
funny. Like at the start, I was like, oh my God, there's so many people. There's one scene where you come out of your bedroom at the start and you basically get introduced
her,
to
sir?
everyone. And it's like 25 people. And you're like, how am I going to remember?
It's
all
really
of them?
long. It's actually scary how long it is. It keeps progressing and showing new characters. You see the druid pop up, and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is next? Was it a clown? What are we going to see? There's so many characters.
Exactly. Yeah, it almost is funny at a certain point because you're just
Yeah.
like, this is so.
It's
Here
like
I
that
can
Too Many Cooks opening where it's like, holy shit, it just keeps going.
100%. But like 3 hours in, I fucking know everyone. I
Yep.
know like I have an idea of who they are, what type of person they are, how they know each other, who likes who hates who says that they can make magic and who can't do magic and all this sort of stuff.
I've missed my chance to meet her.
It's very cool. I decided to lie here,
Okay.
Very well.
which
I hope she is okay.
it updated her
I
timeline.
heard that the telegraph machine is
Okay.
recovered. Please excuse me.
So she's going to go do a telegram.
I'll take this up.
Me too. This whole meal has left
Wow,
me
this was the
painfully
worst
upset.
lunch ever. they're all having a massive downer. What were they eating, by the way?
I mean, that's good. Stuff's bound to happen. Look, they got 2 tomato soups and a sandwich that clearly isn't quite good.
Look how thick that ham is.
Yeah, right.
That's a very thick cut of ham. But
That's
don't
like
worry,
the ham is as thick as the bread. There's a limit on the slicing there. You got to make it thinner.
it needs more butter.
Yeah.
Gotta have more butter. Worst case scenario, add more butter. So I'm doing my best, folks. I'll be honest. I'm dancing around a lot of the details here. There's a lot to do in this game. There's a lot
There's
to
a lot
explore.
we're not showing, yeah.
There's a lot we're intentionally showing. Genuinely, this is, if not the best game I've played this year, it's definitely in the top like 3. I don't know if they'll stick the landing. I'm definitely over halfway through the game. I think, at least based on the timeline of the game. I can't put it down. I've never played anything like this. And I think a big part of it is like there are puzzle games and you got me into the Golden Idol series and I really love those. And there's parts of this game that are very Golden Idol-y, like to the point where you're like doing the sentence finishing mini game from that game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is here, yeah.
It's it, yeah. But I think the big difference is that it's first person. Like I feel immersed in this house.
No, I get it. It's like a place where you can explore and become a part of the mythos as opposed to just like exploring what happened after the fact and showing up after the fact. Like you're there while this is
Totally.
all happening.
You're right, and it does feel like you were having an amazing effect on everything in the house, and
Yeah, true.
because you're it's not like one mystery you're trying to solve in this game. It's kind of 5 mysteries or whatever, you know what I mean? Like each person has their own thing that they're here for. You learn about it, you ask questions, you ask people about them, you investigate their rooms, you go on, like here, current focus, to investigate room 10, that's where he stays, profile him, which is what happens when you've got enough information. Ask him about his strange equipment, because he has a strange camera in his room. So these are all things. So there's always something to do as well, You can go check out the druid and ask him about his wild hair and beard. I did. I asked him about his wild hair and beard. It was fun.
That's great.
And so even
like
when
I-
it's even when it's stuff that's like not pertinent to the story, it's just interesting.
Exactly. I was going to say, like, even if you're doing something that feels like it's unimportant, it might give you information or it might give you context for something that you can apply to a different character that will give you something important. Like, it's just, there's so many layers of it. There's so many unimportant, unnecessary things that they do that really flesh out the world and make it feel more legitimate. Like, you're investigating a real thing as opposed to just a bunch of obvious standees in like a display or an escape room or something. Like, this doesn't feel like an escape room.
Totally, yeah.
But it like, you could, if you just looked at it, you would say that, but it is very clearly not the case. It's so masterfully done.
It's a very impressive game. I'm just really impressed by how, I don't know, like how it's the story's really good, but like the mechanics, it seems like something you could really easily make way too overwhelming and way too scary. And I'm just hanging out in the library reading about fucking Far Goethe, which is hungry man in Irish, and you know, turnip heads, and you can just go check out like Irish mythology, world mythology, geography, archaeology.
Hell
Oh, we
yeah.
can eavesdrop on this interesting
They don't
pair.
like it?
Yeah, I could do it. I'll stand over here.
There you go. Yeah, you were too close.
I will say, like, you know, the world is static within the hours. People don't move around, and you don't hear them talking and all that stuff. It has never bothered me. You know,
Yeah.
it feels my mind is filling in the blanks. It's economic game design, and I think it totally works.
Totally, because you don't see them between rooms. Like when you don't see them, you're like, oh, okay, they're off doing whatever, and then you show up and they're like, well, I'm an actor, I better stand in my pose and wait for you to listen to me.
Are you sure this is the right solution?
And sometimes you listen to these, you know.
Here, I might find somebody
I love her Scottish accent. Jesus,
understands.
the way people talk about Irish accents is the way I think Irish people talk about Scottish accents.
I don't think there's time.
It's so powerful.
You keep me
Yeah.
right.
Do you try to do bad Scottish accent like everyone else?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't dare. I would
Well,
not dare.
You're American, you're allowed to.
Right. I shan't tell
Yeah,
you
good
that.
point.
It might be
If
true,
Mike
but I
Myers
shan't
can
say
do it.
Exactly, and he's Canadian, so he's faking it on two ways.
So if I hit E, act on Olivia Darcy, that's one of my quests I have at the moment. But yeah, sorry. By the way, if you can hear chickens, that's not the game. I have chickens in my. Don't ask why. There are chickens in my room right now.
He's just running a poultry farm. It's a normal thing they do in Cali, all right?
They're annoyed. They've gotten too big, and I need to get them outside, but it's too wet right now, and they're young. So there's just going to be chickens in the background of this recording, and I'm sorry. That's it. That's the way of it.
You got to put them in the next no clip doc.
Untitled Goose Game or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
What should we
there you go.
what should we show him, Jesse? Like I kind of want to wrap it there. Like I've said my piece. This game's fucking brilliant. People should go play it. You know, if you've watched this long and you haven't already turned off the video and gone to Steam, then I don't know what to tell you. Is there anything else you want to?
I think in terms of showing stuff, I don't think there's much more you could show without giving up the ghost, literally or not.
Exactly.
It's such a cool video game. You could tell if it looks good, and we're telling you it's good, and you can see all of the little systems, the way they summarize content, just enough that you get what you need. But if you want to look deeper, you know where to look. It's just so cleanly done. You could play this game for hours or for 5 minutes, and you're always going to learn something new. I think it's up there for me. It's definitely one of my favorite games of the year. I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna break into someone's room, which I feel like it's something you do a lot in this game. So I feel like
it's alright.
that's a way to end the to end this this look at this game. Water closet, Jesus.
Oh, is that what they
Listen,
call
see if-
bathrooms?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
WC. It doesn't seem like anyone's inside, so we can sneak in there, bae. We'll sneak in and have an old poke around, will we?
Hey.
This is when I use my fucking Blake Manor vision to check out. Also, I just love that all these people, first of all, they're all very orderly. People were just more decent back then. They kept their they hung up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
If this
How
was a
often
real
did I-
hotel room, it would just be clothes scattered over the couch, a suitcase full of stuff that's wet for some reason. There's sand despite never being on a
Fucking
beach.
empty Pringles cans all
Yep.
around this. Nothing. Do you hang stuff up when you go to a hotel?
I tried one time when we were in Amsterdam. I couldn't do it. I was like, there's not enough. There's no reason. I'm just going to leave it all on the chaise lounge table. That's their the couch. I'm not doing it.
These people here are so decent. They do a lot of like
Yep.
they've written their schedules into their diary. You know what I mean? Like that's
So nice.
That's something my mum used to do that I was just like, oh, here we got the Quran,
There's a
baby.
Quran, all right.
Check it out. We got a prayer mat.
Perfect.
You can look at it, waste a minute on that. I knew what a prayer mat was. Ooh, here's some maps. She's drawing maps. Why is she drawing maps?
Well, you've uncovered a fact.
I did. Look at all these facts and evidence that I'm piling up against Arwah
A
Hisham.
knife?
Stationery.
Just kidding.
Shit, man. Stationery. Okay, you know what the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and burst into a room with somebody in it.
Okay.
Have you ever done this?
Actually, I haven't. You can check where they are, right?
Oh, only if I have their schedule.
Ah, okay.
All these people are not in their rooms. Is his aunt in her room?
This is like,
God damn
you
it.
know what? You're doing this? This is almost an immersive sim.
Ooh. It's like an immersive mystery. Wait, no, that takes the sim out of it. It's like It's like a narrative immersive sim.
All right.
It's systemic. It's very systemic.
very systemic. Yeah.
But it's not like I ain't picking up objects and piling them on top of each other to break in a fucking window or something. You know
Not
what I mean?
yet, man. You're just not far enough.
Good point. All right. Okay, we'll leave it here. That's it. The Seance of Blake Manor by Spooky Doorway. It's, in case I did not mention, it's made by Irish developer as well. They knocked it out of the park. I think this is one of the best games of the year. I'll just go ahead and say it as well. I think this is the best game about Ireland I've ever played.
Ever.
It is so respectful of the history and like all the way back to like Celtic, like you know, Tuatha Danann, old gods shit. Stuff about, on Gurta Moor, the various famines that hit the regions, the English, land ownership and everything else. And it's I've been fascinated. I've learned stuff about my culture that I had forgotten long ago or never knew about. And it's all wrapped up.
Said for the first time.
What'd you say?
You've heard words said for the first time?
I've heard words said, exactly. In one of here's a problem. One of the 4 Irish dialects.
Okay.
I know. For an island that small, you shouldn't have 4 ways of pronouncing things, but we'll leave that for another day. That'll be on No Clip 2's upcoming fucking Gaelga scholarship program. This poor woman's look at her.
It's like, why is he just walking around and talking about how much he likes the Irish
mystery?
language?
I like to go up behind women and click mystery.
Oh, don't say that.
All right, that's the end. See you guys, folks. Enjoy the Seance of Blake Manor. Play it. It's really fucking brilliant. Bye.
Happy Halloween. Bye.
Happy Halloween. I mean, Samhain. Sorry, Samhain.
Oh, right. Yeah.